Hello and welcome to the Paddock and The Pavilion, with me, your host, Stephen Wallis. Since the inception of the Paddock and The Pavilion, I've always looked to bring you inspiring and heartwarming stories. And in today's episode, I'm delighted to welcome back Ukrainian cricket coach Olena Kravchenko and South African-born cricket coach Kobus Olivier, who I spoke to just a few days ago in Kyiv. You may remember that against all odds, Olena and Kobus brought a group of Ukrainian children on a successful cricket tour to the UK last October, based at Rugby School. Now this inspiring pair of coaches are planning 2 further tours this spring, and they need your help. Over the next 20 minutes, you'll hear from Olena and Kobus about the Victory Auction, which has been set up to help raise funds to assist with travel costs from war-torn Ukraine to the UK, helping make these tours possible for many children who have lost everything and others whose lives have been deeply affected by the war. Please do give this a listen, and if you have a sports item you'd like to donate, do get in touch with Kobus. Hello, Olena and Kobus from Kyiv. Welcome back to the show.
Hello, Stephen. It's nice to be here again.
Hello, Stephen. Great to see you again.
Great to see you both, Olena and Kobus. Kobus, you were on episode 370 on your own, and then we had 2 episodes with Olena with you in episodes 374, 376, when we talked about what you called a unique tour when you came over to the UK, spent a lot of time at Rugby School. And I'd like to ask Olena first how much you enjoyed your time in the UK and at Rugby School and what it meant to the young Ukrainian children.
When we, in a way, come back to Ukraine, we sit all together and thought like we completely forget or maybe hide it in our memory, in our brain. How is it to be free, or like to be free in your decision, enjoy your evenings, enjoy, I don't know, some parties even, or maybe stay the all night somewhere, for example. We didn't stay, we didn't go anywhere, I mean, from rugby. But anyway, you're able to, I don't know, chat with your friends, you're able to go shopping, you're able to go have coffee, have fun. And we understood that we completely, not completely, I mean, but somehow we close or hide this emotion and these feelings and this memory of that. Some kids, they're like 14 years old. I think they even don't know what is it exactly to be a teenager. So that's why this tour, first of all, was like a flashback in the memory. And that was great. For separate things is like cricket, is like sport community. This was completely new word for us that was open by rugby.
Because it's still very challenging for you back in Kyiv, isn't it?
It's yeah, you know, it's like in the movie, winter is coming and winter is here right now. Yeah, we in completely, it's a blackout. It's no lights, no receptions, no water, no heating in homes. I mean, schools mostly, yeah, most of schools, they are closed right now because it's impossible just to ask parents to bring kids to school. It's like 5 degrees inside, and for example, no water as well. I mean, lots of challenging, and I even don't know from where to start, where and which one.
Yeah, I can't imagine what it must be like. But Kobus and Olena, you've still been managing to do some coaching with the children.
Yeah, because we have a private school that gives us the opportunity. The private school that they, at the beginning of the war as well, they bought this big generator that can supply them with heating at least. Yeah, so they control how they use it, but at least kids can be attendant, and they visit the schools. We have groups with kids there for cricket, like 2 hours per week. And actually, this schools give us opportunity to invite anyone who would like to join, any kids or who able to reach the destination. Yeah, because this is well a big challenge right now. So yeah, we keep going.
You must notice the children, even if it's only a couple of hours, it is a little bit of comfort for them when they're playing and enjoying the game of cricket.
Of course, of course. You know, like we already have a nice, we can say the biggest in Ukraine cricket community, you know? so, so yes, of course, we have friends, we have chats, we have separate chat with parents, you know, like only kids and I. So yeah, sending messages out, we like laughing there. And of course, during this session as well, it's time out of, is it correct to say in English? Out of life is wrong to say, but out of reality maybe. Yeah, because again,
Out of reality.
reality. Yeah, we're extending in this gym. Yeah, it's not a professional cricket nest or something yet, but we all together we focus on one topic. Yeah, and we're dreaming, we're planning. Some of them, of course, would like to come back to the UK. Some of them dreaming to see it for first time, and all this all the time. We discuss it, planning. We'll see. Anyway, it's great to have them all.
And have some of the things you learnt at rugby school and the children learnt at rugby school with their head coach, Michael Power, have you been putting some of those things into practice in Kyiv?
Of course, these kids right now, you know, like when we came back, they all became a professional cricketer for their friends. So first of all, every lesson, like you do it wrong or something like that. Look, what you need to do. Look at this skill. Oh, you know how to hold the ball, you know. So yeah, they definitely enjoy. Took lots of information from Michael, and not only from Michael. And they, of course, showing all their photo that they have, videos, how this happening. So yeah, yeah, we use it. We definitely use it.
Well, that's fantastic to hear. And Kobus, back to you. You are planning to return to the UK, but you've got some interesting news to let us know about a victory auction, which you're hoping can fund certainly the travel on the tour.
Myself and Olena, we sat down and we had a talk, and we thought we have to come up with a plan to make the tour accessible to all children. You know, so whatever happens in Ukraine, some people, it is a private school. Some of the kids are still more privileged. Their parents have businesses that's still going. So unfortunately, as without any funding, these tours are only available to kids that come from families where they can afford it. So we want to make the tour accessible and take children who probably needs it more. Well, they all need it, but children that has lost maybe everything. We've got kids in our school that's lost both their parents in cities like Mariupol, Bakhmut. Then the kids came to live with family members in Kyiv. We've got children that's lost their fathers. You know, most of the men are now in the front, so they live with their mothers. So there's so much suffering. A lot of them has lost everything. They lost their apartments or their houses got blown up, and they came to Kyiv now. So they have really nothing. So we want to make the tour accessible to kids that can't afford it. So we came up with the idea of an auction. I know because I've been involved in the game for a long time, and I know they have these auctions. And I have such a good network of cricket people, such as you and Daryl Cullen, and I can go on. That over the years I've met, and I knew they would support me. And we decided to reach out to the cricket community, everybody out there, and ask them if they have anything that could sell at an auction. I keep it very vague because it could be a boot signed by someone. It could be a cricket bat signed by a famous player. So we went out and we came up with this idea, and we decided to call it the Victory Auction, because these tours are really a victory for the children of Ukraine. You know, it's almost impossible to take children out now, out of this country with what's happening here, and take them to the UK and to a school like rugby. It is a victory for us to be able to do that, because when we started talking about the tour in our school, parents and teachers were at first incredibly negative. They all said it's impossible. We're in a war. Nobody's going to go on a cricket tour now, and yet we made it happen. So every tour that we can take kids on now is a victory. So we came up with this victory auction, and I started networking mostly through LinkedIn, asking and appealing to friends and cricketers if they have anything, shirts that they can sign. And we really went global. And it's unbelievable the support we've been getting from Australia, South Africa, UK, from the USA. People are just, if they know somebody that's got something, ex-players are donating shirts, bats, rugby. We also got a lot of rugby stuff that we're going to have Australian rules shirts signed by teams. It's been unbelievable the support we've had.
Very heartening then, the support you've had from the cricket community, and I understand through you that you were hoping to get and probably have already got something from one of the Ashes winners this winter.
Yes, we've got it was actually the first item we got was through one of our staunchest, if not I would say the person that without a doubt that supported us and still supporting us the most. Andy Fell. I've never met him. He's actually from Rugby Town. He didn't go to Rugby School, but he's from Rugby. He played cricket there. His dad played cricket in rugby. He then left and went to Australia, where he's now a motivational speaker. He's written a book. He travels all over the world. He's just been to the USA doing motivational talks, and he saw our post on LinkedIn about Rugby School. So obviously it caught his attention, cricket and rugby. And he then contacted me from Australia, and he's a gentleman that used to work for him. His daughter is married to Marnus Labuschagne. So he said, listen, I'm going to contact my friend and ask him to get hold of Marnus and see if he will donate something. And also, obviously, being South African, that was great to me. So Marnus donated one of his ODI international Australian shirts signed by him. That was the first item we got for our auction, and it couldn't have started better than with Marnus Labuschagne, one of my cricket heroes.
Well, at least you can pronounce his name correctly, Kobus.
Yes, Labuschagne, not Labuschagne. It's Afrikaans, obviously.
And how can people donate to the victory auction?
Stephen, what they do, people contact me on LinkedIn. They can just send me a private message. If I can just mention also, I'm so excited. I mean, Andy Fell also managed to get us 2 signed shirts by Rugby Rules, which is the biggest, most popular spectator sport in Australia. 2 signed shirts by 2 of the teams. He's already got Lanning. I forgot her first name, sorry. She's an Australian cricketer. She captained Australia in the World Cup.
Meg Lanning.
Meg Lanning. He's got a signed shirt from her as well that she donated to us. And then we've got, I couldn't believe it, Ian Botham's son contacted me, and he said he's going to send us a family collection from the Botham family. He's going to sign a rugby ball. Lord Ian Botham, his dad, has already agreed to sign a bat. And then Jamie Botham, it's sort of the next in line, the Botham legends. He's playing for Worcester or Warwickshire. In the junior teams now. He's also going to sign something for us. So it will be a Botham family collection. I've got Corné Krige, the ex-South African rugby captain, a legend in South Africa. He's sending a shirt this week from South Africa. And then we've got a beautiful portrait from Andy Fell, a friend of his in the UK, has donated a framed picture of Graham Swan, signed by Graham Swan. I probably left some out, but I can go on and on. It's just streaming in at the moment, the donation for our auction.
And you say they contact you. Then when does the auction finish, and how will the auction go ahead? I think it's online, isn't it?
Yeah, we're planning. It's going to be easier because we've got people from all over the world donating. We're planning to do an online auction uh, closer to our trip. We'll probably we'll work out the finer details. There's a lot of people assisting us and helping us. For instance, a lady with a Graham Swan frame portrait had already said, whenever we have the online auction, whoever bids the highest and becomes the owner of that portrait, she'll send it through to that person. That would probably be the easiest. For other people, we'll carry the cost for the posting of postage if it has to go by courier to the actual owner that bids the highest at the auction for this item. So those logistics will work out. I think at the moment it's the priority is to get as many items as we can, and then I'll get some experts on board that has done auctions before that can assist us with the online auction.
When are you proposing to come back to the UK for the next unique tour, as we call the first one?
Yeah, they all going to be unique. Each and every time we get out of here, it's unique. We're planning two tours. The first one we'll arrive on the 23rd of March, and we'll stay for 6 nights at Rugby School again. And then we're planning a second trip. We're busy talking to a school that has also invited us that has asked us. We're just finalizing it, and then we want to make a big announcement that will come back. We'll come back after the rugby tour to Ukraine, to Kyiv for 6 days, and then we'll start the long journey to Budapest again with the next group. And that will start on the 5th of April, also 6 days at a big private school right next to London. They saw what rugby's done, and they said they would love to do something similar. So we're just in the final stages. It's been confirmed, but they still want to announce it and get their sort of marketing strategy ready to actually let their students know that the Ukrainians are on their way to their school. So two unique trips.
And
Olena, you must be excited about the chance of coming back to the UK.
of course, I don't know how what kind of answer I have to say. Of course, I'm excited, and I tell you, more kids all the time when they see me. Those group of kids who've been in rugby, they're all the time asking about school. They're all the time asking about Michael as well. Like, how was Michael? How was Michael? I'm sure he's good. I mean, they're nice, and they not just makes me happy. Kids helps me to survive, let's say like this. Yeah.
It'd be wonderful also to come to the UK with some of the other children who are not at private schools, who've probably suffered even more.
We want it. It's our dream, and I believe we're gonna able to do it this time. At least we try our best. We have a family. I think Kobus, you already mentioned this. Yeah, they're brother and sister, and actually they have a terrible story because they were, is it correct to say, captured and brought to Russia. So from their hometown, when war has been started, their parents were killed, and these two kids, they were in Russia almost a year. And actually, when they when they come back to Ukraine, for example, the girl, the sister, she barely could read.
She's 6 years old.
Yeah, she couldn't not reach 6 years old. I mean, right now she's 10, 11. I mean, but only after this summer, her uncle, he really helps. He support them, and for example, right now she can read good. I mean, like lots of things. I mean, this family just. These kids, I can imagine, like what in their head, their thoughts.
And that brother and sister, they're hoping to be part of the tour in 2026.
Yes, they too. I hope they're going to be a part of our group. We work on it because it's also some like documentation. Yeah, so we have to be ready to cross the border. So it's not just like to Poland and to the UK. And you take full responsibility. So yeah, we work on it, and I believe we're gonna do it.
That's fantastic. I hope that young boy and girl can make it to the UK during 2026. Kobus, we're now going to hear from a friend of yours who is right behind the victory auction, Daryl Cullinan. And let's hear what he's got to say.
I would like to join Kobus and Olena in appealing to all sports lovers out there who have some memorabilia that they would like to donate to Kobus and Olena's victory auction, which is for a good cause. It will support another trip by a few young Ukrainian children to the United Kingdom. So if you've got something, reach out and let's get behind them in this victory auction.
That's fantastic there, Kobus, to hear from your friend Daryl Cullinan, who played 70 test matches for South Africa and over 100 ODIs as well. You've got someone who you're very close to on board with the victory auction.
Yes, I mean, that Daryl has been unbelievable. From the first day when this war started in Ukraine and Kyiv, absolutely not a week goes past where I don't get a call from Daryl. Actually, very interesting. Daryl is now, about a month ago, he relocated to Saudi Arabia. He started a job there, nothing to do with cricket, working for a trucking company in logistics. And Daryl still, we probably speak at least once every 3 days. So when he heard about the auction, he asked me if he could support, and he said he'll do a little recording, which he did. And Daryl has just been so supportive. And if I can also mention that Daryl is still, not just because of the friendship, but as a cricketer and a human being, just an amazing person. And what a cricketer. If people want to see Daryl, if they haven't seen him, that go and watch on YouTube the innings he played at the Oval, when he scored 94 when South Africa played against England in the test, and Devon Malcolm got 9 wickets in the innings, and Daryl batted through the innings and got 94, and Darren Gough got him out in the end. It was probably one of the best test innings, in the top test innings I've seen.
That's typical, though, of the cricket community, that they're really supporting the victory auction.
Yes, Stephen, I like to call it a cricket family. These people really, Rugby School, it's really a cricket family globally. It's even I got a call the other day from Dave Rundle. I used to play cricket against Dave. He played in the same club side as Daryl Cullinan for Stellenbosch University. We played club cricket against each other in Cape Town. And Dave contacted me on LinkedIn. He said, listen, Kobus, he's the agent. He's a lawyer. He's the agent for Dale Steyn and Jack Cullis. And he said, when I see them, I'll see them soon again. I'll get you something, shirt or bat from Cullis and from Dale Steyn as well. He just came out of the blue and made that offer. So it's just it's a cricket family.
Olena, anything else you'd like to say before we go?
I would like to say a big thank you to everyone who ever been involved with all this process. To everyone who at least even messaged me to ask, like, how can I help, how I can support. And I want to say this all means that all these opportunities, I don't know, everything what we do, it just give a big chance to see a bigger world to children, where they can be treated completely different, where they can feel that they are not victims. And especially if we come to the point when they can really play nice game, they're going to be treated like equals as a players, like learners, like individuals. And I think it is really important.
This really means a lot to you, Olena. You do such fantastic work in Kyiv.
Thank you, Stephen. Thank you.
And Kobus, before we go, regarding the victory auction, people just need to contact you principally on LinkedIn. Is that right?
Yes, please, Stephen. And thank you so much to everybody helping, and to you specifically for helping us with this podcast.
Oh, my pleasure. Look forward to seeing you when you get to the UK, and hopefully this podcast will help generate more donations for the victory auction.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Stephen.